my son, Daniel. He's a very loving person. He's very funny. He makes jokes about everything. He loves sports. He loves karate and soccer. And one day he came home like on Wednesday and he said, "Mom, I'm really, really tired." I'm like, "Tired? Who are you? Where's Daniel?" He was with 105 fever and nothing else. We went to the doctor and they run the blood and they said, "You need to go to the children's hospital." I went immediately to the hospital. They brought some blood and we were waiting there. And then they told me, "We're leaving him here because we think it could be leukemia."
I just remember waking up the next day inside of the hospital and I'm like, this is definitely completely different. Like so something is really, really, really wrong.
I said, "Daniel, this sounds it could be bad, but two things we need to learn. First, we will get through this. All of us as a family, we will get through this. And second, we're not gonna ask why."
So in the case of Daniel, if you have something that has gone wrong in the bone marrow, in the stem cells, then it produced something that we call leukemia. And in his particular case was a myeloid leukemia. So the stem cells that produce the myeloid cells has gone wrong and has created an army of like wrong cells. And that's what we call leukemia.
An acute myeloid leukemia tends to be more aggressive. A greater number of them require a stem cell transplant. The treatment is shorter, but stronger. So Daniel underwent chemotherapy, and because of the response that he had, he required a bone marrow transplant.
I was scared because there was a kid in Key Biscayne that had died like 2 years ago about it. So we were like very scared. He said, "No, you brought me a healthy kid." He's a very, very healthy kid. But 7 weeks later, they told us he had a really bad gene that the leukemia had, so that we had to do a bone marrow transplant.
Before getting to the transplant, the first step was getting into remission. That was achieved on the first session of chemotherapy. So by early October, we knew we had the possibility of a transplant. The second stage, most important, was finding a donor. After having gone through 72 sessions of chemotherapy and 20-something days of morphine, Daniel said, "I'm actually happy that this happened to me." He said, "One day I will be able to help somebody else."
So in the particular case of acute myeloid leukemia, we kind of preemptively know that many of those patients might need a bone marrow transplant, right? We tested Daniel before, right? And now with his information, now we can look in the registry and then we can look for that perfect match.
Now what I'd like to do is introduce you to a very brave and very generous young man who traveled all the way from Frankfurt, Germany.
My name is Lucas. I'm from Frankfurt in Germany. I am Daniel, a bone marrow donor. So for me, it was such a little thing and it was really not much to do. Like just getting registered was a thing of like 1 minute. And yeah, the donation for itself was really easy, to be honest. So one little thing, like it was for me, can change the whole world for another person.
Dr. Galvez sat down and played video games with Daniel and explained us everything that would go, that he will do, how the bone marrow will get in, how he will organize it so it didn't, reject it and all that. After that, they explained everything to us and it was like, they made it a smooth process. Of course, it's not a smooth process, but they make it as easy as possible for you.
He's the strongest person I know, and he's one of the smartest people I know. He likes to put humor in everything, which I always hate, but it's how he is. And yeah, he's the strongest person I know, and I'm never gonna forget that.
Basically, like everyone always says, is live your life like there's no tomorrow, but you never understand it until you go through something traumatizing and you actually realize there might not actually be a tomorrow. I'm just really thankful that I can be in this position thanks to the donor. There's literally nothing I can do or say to show him how much I appreciate what he did.
I can only say thank you because he gave us a kid back. Daniel is healthy because of him. He did an act that probably he never thought it was going to be that impactful, but he saved the life of Daniel.
Dear blood brother, I'm so sorry it took me so long to reply to your letter. That made me and my family cry. I firstly want to say thank you. I want you to know you don't have to thank me. I want you to remember you are the one who took the time to go through the process of the bone marrow to try to save a kid you don't know. That is so heroic. I'm the one who needs to say thank you for giving me a new life and giving me the opportunity to have a future where I can do anything I want. Because of you, I got back to normal faster than most people. Because of you, I'm now able to play soccer. You have given me the gift of life, which is so insane to think about. Thinking about this opportunity you've given me, I can say it's enough because words can't express the gratitude for what you've done to me and for the rest of my family. I will end it for real with a thank you for giving me the greatest gift a human can give, the gift of life.
And what do you hope for Daniel's future moving forward?
I hope that he can enjoy everything he does, that he can go his way and he can keep having fun with his friends and family and do maybe all the things he couldn't do the last years. Yeah, these are the things I hope that he can do now.